Marine. I was able to locate your position. Four comm systems are beginning to malfunction and shut down. Massive service disruptions throughout the entire base. How long I'll be able to track you. Bravo team has just entered the info plant. Pick up the pace. You aren't far behind.
Are you watching me, Armor Shards? Hi, welcome back. I'm Blastinus, and this is the last of the Alpha Labs.
Hey you! Can you help me? I'm trapped in here! Release the door locks and get me out!
Ah, the good old feed an orphan or drown a kitten moral quandary.
What? Hey! Hey! Ah!
Why do we even have that button?
Thank you!
You may notice that doing the right thing doesn't get us ambushed by soldiers. So there is actually no net gain to being a psycho.
Thanks for getting me out of there. I got trapped in the chamber when the power went out. I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand why none of the systems are responding. I'm going to try to get an uplink into the main system from here. This is a secure terminal. I might be able to get a connection.
In a quest to provide armies with a well-balanced set of weapons, the UAC looked to the past when designing and manufacturing the newest line of Mach 2 chain guns. The retro style and mechanical sturdiness of the chain gun is a must for all hardened combat veterans. Early adapters have nicknamed it Saw. With its armor-piercing 30 caliber bullets, the chain gun is capable of literally cutting opponents in two. Packed with all the punch you need in close combat fighting, the chain gun delivers unparalleled reliability and functionality. Always on the forefront of technology, the UAC is making safer worlds through superior firepower.
Security log number 3072 for Delta Security Chief Michael Abrams, November 15th, 2145. I've just come from the Armament Division where I was issued one of the new BFG 9000 series weapons. Well, they weren't kidding about how much lighter it is over previous prototype models. Won't be so bad carrying this one around. Anyhow, for a couple of weeks now, many of the security teams have not been following proper reporting procedures. Not sure if it's the format of the new SIR, so I'll make sure each team is scheduled by Training Division to get spun up on the new reports. There have been some security issues in the Alpha Labs. I sent a team over to investigate, and now I can't reach them on any comm channel. Guess I'll have to go over there myself. Well, I'm headed over there now. I'll finish the security report in full when I get back. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm gonna leave this BFG locked in my office for now. Please have IT security change my door code to 901. Sure as hell don't need anyone messing around with it. Chief Abrams, end of log.
I'm going to stay here. I can lock the door after you leave. I think I'll be safe.
Think again. All jokes aside, I really think this game wants you to be a good person. At the very least, all the villainous acts that you can do end up being kind of unsatisfying in the end. You don't get anything for them, and all the PDAs that you can get are just pointless. Uh-oh. Hey, that wasn't a spider at all. But maybe... Aha! What? This isn't how you take care of spiders? There's actually a spawn for a Z-Sec that doesn't activate. I think that it's right here, but I don't know. Just a little note about grenades. They activate on corpses too. You gotta watch out for that. So, this little heartbeat sound means that we picked up some adrenaline. Just a second.
Follow me.
So, yeah, adrenaline. Basically what it does is it maxes out your sprint meter and makes it unable to go down. You can just sprint forever.
Schematics show all passages out of your area blocked. The only way through is by traversing the EFR, mechanical subsystem with 2 possible routes. Activating the system will get you a direct route, but it's dangerous. Extending the service bridges is safer, but the lighting systems are fried. Make a choice. Good luck.
This is the audio log of Plant Manager Henry Nelson, dated October 24th, 2145. I don't know how I should report this, so I'll just talk about what I know and what I need. I've had quite a few employees reporting to me that they've heard strange sounds, like voices talking to them, calling them, even when they were alone. At first, I didn't believe them. The guys down here like to kid around, but they assured me they were serious. I ignored the stories at first, until one day, I heard something too. I was working on one of the lift-up service panels, and I distinctly heard the voice of someone saying, "Over here." I quickly turned to see who was there, but the passage was completely empty. I looked around, but I didn't see another soul. I even checked the work logs, and no one else was working near that area. I don't want to sound crazy here, but my guys and myself are a little spooked, and some of the guys are even talking about ghosts. So, to make everyone, including myself, feel a little more comfortable, I'd like to request that a security team make a thorough check of the EFR area. Thank you. Henry Nelson.
This entire underbelly area is completely optional. We could just do the EFR or the service bridge and move right along. But, well, I want to be thorough. there's a reward for it. Now, about our choices. The EFR is effectively a platforming segment. It's a lot lighter on the monsters, but a lot heavier on the tedium. So you might have to ask yourself, what is the point of a Doom game where you have to shoot less monsters and you have to wait for platforms to be available to jump on? I honestly don't have a good answer for that. Regardless of which path you take, there's a hidden plasma gun that you can discover on either one. This one is hidden behind these pipes here, along with a few cells. The EFR itself is, well, this. You ride a platform and you have to dodge things coming at you. There's even a secret that you can find if you jump onto these swinging arms here, but it's not easy. In fact, these things are likely to just throw you off for no real fault of your own. It'd be a more authentic experience to show me dying half a dozen times, but I think for your benefit, I'll just trim it down to the one that worked. Obstacle to go, and this one can be a doozy. It may not look like it, but these swinging arms can actually really get in the way when you try to jump, and that's an instant death. But now, we just have to ride one last platform and we're home free. But, check out this little bit of jank here. I don't know. I really don't know. What were they even thinking with that? Oh well. Here's where our paths converge, so let's go over to the other side. It's time to show off the plasma gun. It's slow to fire, but each shot packs a huge punch. And there's one big advantage to having these projectiles be so big. They can just eat fireballs, just take them right out of the air. The plasma gun in this game is fantastic. And we're about to come into a huge abundance of ammunition for it, so believe me, nothing is being wasted here. I'm not a big fan of this room. There are a lot of Z6 hiding behind these cabinets, and they love to absorb shots that you're trying to send towards them. I usually just try to cheese it. Ah, crap. Never fear, there are 4 or 5 medkits in here. This game's getting a little bit predictable with its ambushes, don't you think? Bit of an action jump. You can actually jump in this game using the right mouse button, and if you combine that with the mouse, you can do some crazy trick jumping. Not that you'll ever need that. Safety first. That was the secret plasma gun for this route. As you can tell, the service bridge is a lot more fun, a lot more action-packed, and it also doesn't involve a lot of stupid jumping. And there's actually a service locker that we can't open unless we take this route. So, for completion's sake, I'd say the service bridge is actually the route that I would always take. BFG edition actually throws us a bit of a bone. In the base game, there's over 60 trites in this level alone. Whereas here, they've dropped it down to a much more manageable 30-something. I think 32. Doesn't this look familiar? Yes, we've gotten ourselves back to where we ended up with the other route. I promised you a boss at the end of the last update. And that room, that looked like a boss room to me. I don't know about you. Before you open that door, you better make sure all your affairs are in order. All your weapons topped off, all your health, all your armor. Let's do this. Meet the Vajeri. A psychic giant spider lady thing. General rule of thumb is that when you see something flying at you, you can crouch in order to duck it. Which is very recommended because that stuff hurts. Like, this fight can tear you down in no time at all if you're not careful. But it's also over very quickly, so... oh no, I'd say that's pretty fair. And thus concludes the Alpha Labs. I hope you join me next time as we go on to the Energy Production Facility, or EMPRO. See you there.